So I just stumbled upon this 3D building editor called Pascal Editor. It's built with React 3 Fiber and WebGPU.
Wait, WebGPU. That's interesting. I thought most 3D applications still relied on WebGL. What's the advantage of using WebGPU?
Exactly, WebGPU offers lower-level access to the GPU, which can lead to better performance. It's like having a sports car instead of a family sedan.
That's a great analogy, but doesn't that also mean it's more complex to use? I mean, if you have to manage more details, right?
True, it definitely raises the complexity. The developer has to handle a lot more under the hood, which might scare off some beginners.
But for experienced developers, it could unlock a lot of potential, like speeding up rendering times significantly.
Absolutely. Think about it. Optimized performance could transform how interactive 3D scenes are created. Less lag means better user experiences.
I see your point, but I wonder if the trade-offs are worth it. What about compatibility with older devices? Are there limitations?
Good question. WebGPU isn't supported in all browsers yet, so developers need to consider their audience's tech capabilities.
Right, and if it's not widely supported, that could really limit its adoption, despite the performance benefits.
Exactly, now the architecture of Pascal Editor is fascinating too. It's structured as a turborepo monorepo.
Monorepos can streamline development, right? But isn't there a risk of making it too complex with multiple packages?
Very true, they can simplify things like dependency management, but if not handled well, they can become a tangled web.
What's cool about Pascal Editor is its separation of concerns. Each package has a specific role, like core for state management.
Yes, and then you have the viewer package for rendering components. It's almost like assembling a puzzle.
Exactly, but I wonder how they ensure that these packages communicate effectively. What's the mechanism for that?
They use Zustan stores for state management. It's a lightweight solution that helps with efficient state updates.
Zustand, isn't that a bit like Redux but simpler? I like the idea of avoiding boilerplate code.
Right, it's minimalistic, so it lets developers focus more on building features than on managing state.
But what about when multiple components need to access the same state? Doesn't that complicate things?
Great point, Zustan handles that well with its subscription model, ensuring that only components needing updates are re-rendered.
That's promising. But isn't there always a concern about performance when managing state this way?
Totally, efficient state management is critical in interactive applications. Too many updates could lead to a laggy experience.
And that's where the spatial grid manager comes into play, right? It helps with collision detection and item placement.
Exactly, it validates positions, ensuring that objects are placed correctly within the scene. It's essential for user interaction.
That's cool. So the editor has tools for specific operations too, like drawing walls or placing items.
Yes, the tools are activated via toolbar, making it super user-friendly. It's all about enhancing the editing experience.
But what happens if a user makes a mistake? Is there an undo feature in place to correct errors?
Absolutely, they use Zundo for undo-redo functionality. It's like having a safety net. Users can experiment without fear.
That's such a smart approach. But I wonder if there's a limit to how many actions can be undone.
Good thought, it typically has a history limit, but it helps keep performance in check while still being very usable.
So if we put this all together, Pascal Editor seems to offer a robust framework for 3D editing.
Definitely, it combines high performance with user-friendly features, making it quite appealing for developers.
But will it be enough to compete with existing solutions? I mean, there are some heavy hitters in the 3D space.
That's the million-dollar question. It depends on how well they market these advantages to both developers and users.
And what about the learning curve? If it's too steep, that might deter new users from trying it out.
Exactly, balancing between powerful features and accessibility is crucial for user adoption.
I really love this discussion. It's made me think about how technology can shape creative tools.
Same here, it's exciting to see how innovations can redefine workflows in fields like architecture and design.
I'm curious where this will go next. Will we see even more advancements in 3D rendering tech?
I wouldn't be surprised. The tech landscape is always evolving and it's thrilling to watch.